Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Morgan from My Little Homeschool in the Woods. Today I am giving you all of my read aloud tips, so stay tuned. Alright guys, so read alouds. We started doing read alouds more seriously last year. We did it kind of on and off. It was kind of our first year, I guess. I mean, we've always done like picture books and stuff, but this was our first of doing bigger like chapter books and things like that. So we really did love it, but I really got more serious about it after I read the book Read Aloud Family by Mckenzie. This is a really great book. It really did inspire me to make it more of a priority in our homeschool. And so yeah, I highly recommend this. I'll try to leave it linked below if you want to find it. So yeah, but anyway, we have made it more of a priority and it's going really well, and the more we do it, the better it gets. Like the kids, as far as getting more used to sitting down and listening and not being as disruptive, you know, they're getting used to it, I guess. At first it was really hard. Because especially with younger kids, they don't like to sit still and they don't like to just sit there and listen. So it was new, but that gets better. It's just, you know, getting over that part of it. That first part of it is really hard. But if you can even do it for just like a short amount of time at first, like even 10 to 15 minutes is better than not doing it at all. So if you have really young kids, just start maybe with like a short amount of time, say 15 minutes. That's a pretty short time. So starting with that and then working up is really my first tip, is just start small. Because at first it's going to be hard if you've got younger kids. Alright, so the next big thing on everybody's mind is if you got younger kids, keeping them busy. What do you do to keep your younger kids busy? What I have found that works for my kids, my youngest is 5. When we started this, he was 4, so he is a boy and he just, you know, has a lot of energy, does not like to sit still. But we have found some things that work really well for him, and yeah, I'm going to show you. Now you might scream when I show you this, but Play-Doh has worked wonders as far as getting him to be preoccupied long enough to do read-alouds. I bought this little set here on Amazon. It has like all these different things the kids can do with their Play-Doh, and this keeps them, and pretty much my boys are the only ones that use it, my 5 and 7-year-old. It keeps them really busy and they will sit there and just play with this, and I still ask them questions about the story and they can tell me. So I know that they are listening. They don't get everything, of course, but yeah. So this has been the #1 thing that I have found that works for my younger kids. And I just keep this in a tote, and this is, Play-Doh is only used for like read aloud for us, or if we're doing an activity in our homeschool that like a fun activity that we use it for, but I don't use Play-Doh for just like getting it out. It's mainly for read alouds and that, so I keep it in this little tub so they can just go grab it. And I usually will put down like paper plates. A lot of times they'll just use paper plates and they'll play with it on their plate, and it's been the easiest thing that I found and quickest thing. You can also use like wax paper, like cut them out a little square, and that's their square. They always do it on the floor, so it's like I have like a Play-Doh area. So, but that's been the biggest thing. Another thing you can use for little kids that I found for my youngest is puzzles. He likes to do like the little kid puzzles that have like the giant pieces. Those work really well, keeping him busy, and my 7-year-old likes them too, but it's mainly him because he's the youngest and he's the one that's gonna be more distracting and things like that. So puzzles, Play-Doh, and another thing, which my kids aren't huge into coloring books and coloring, but I did find that if you buy special coloring books, like that's just for read aloud, sometimes that really gets their interest and they know that it's just for that time. They can't just pull it off the shelf whenever they want. It's not just the dollar store ones too. Like if you get the dollar ones, the kids really don't like those, and we for some reason have like tons of them and they never get used. So buying special things just for read aloud time is important too. And they know that during read aloud time, they have that option of using that. So that's something that you can consider as well. All right, the next thing that I found that works really well for our homeschool is audiobooks. Now, we don't do audiobooks all the time. Sometimes I read, then sometimes we do an audiobook, and then I read. We kind of mix it up a little bit. But I found for me, it's helped me as far as freeing up my hands, because sometimes I have chores that need done, like folding laundry, things that can be done while we're all listening together as a family. So it's still a family thing, like we're all listening to the story, but it has freed me up where I can get some stuff done while we're listening, because sometimes it's hard to fit in time to do read aloud. We tend to do read aloud more in the evening time, like afternoon time, instead of doing it in the morning. I don't know, it's just how it's been going here lately, but yeah, so doing the audiobooks has really helped. And sometimes the kids like different voices. You know, it's hard to do different voices sometimes and make it fun. But the narrators and stuff on different audiobooks have really been enjoyable. We did Socks from Beverly Cleary, and the narrator was really good. The kids liked him. And Little House on the Prairie, Cherry Jones is like a wonderful narrator. So yeah, sometimes having a change of voice really does help the kids, because maybe they get tired of listening to you all the time. I don't know, but that has really helped our homeschool, is the audiobooks. So don't be afraid of them. I know people say, oh, that's not as good as just, which it's probably not, but if you need something like that, then don't be afraid of it. And we have been using Scribed. Scribed has all kinds of different audiobooks. They have books, podcasts. They have a bunch of different stuff, and they're only $10 a month. So you're not buying a book and then if you don't like it, stuck with it. It's a subscription. So you can change books if something's not working, which that's one of the reasons I really like it. And there is some perks that come with it, like Curiosity Stream is a documentary streaming site that is a free perk if you are subscribed to Scribed. And but yeah, I haven't really looked into it that much yet, but I'm sure that the kids will love it. It's lots of documentaries. They have like a section for kids. I haven't watched anything yet, but we're interested in getting into that. And they give you 30 days free, if I'm not mistaken. I'm going to try to leave a link down below so you guys can check it out if you are interested in that. It's been working really well for us so far. You know, if at some point, you know, we quit using it or it's not working, then I'll quit using it. But the season that we're in, it's working great. Alright, so my next tip is to get your kids' opinion too on the books that you are reading. It really does make a difference if they get to have a say in the read-alouds that you're doing. Not everybody's going to agree. That's going to be, yeah, that's been one issue that we've had, is we don't always agree on the books, but a lot of times we do vote, and, you know, we'll go with popular vote, and then we'll get into the book. And then most of the time, everybody will wind up loving it. Doesn't happen every time. Sometimes we say, nope, not for us, and then we'll turn it off, or we'll put that book down and just move on. So getting your kids' opinion really does help. At least what I found, it has helped. Alright guys, I want to thank today's sponsor, Nina from Everyday Blessings. She is a fellow YouTuber and homeschooling mom of 6. She knows her stuff. She has written a book all about getting started with homeschooling. I'm going to leave it linked down below if you want to go check it out. I'm also going to leave her channel link down below, so if you haven't heard of her, go check out her channel. She has all ranges of children. She's going to have something for you, so be sure to check her out. Alright guys, I hope you found these tips helpful, and if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!